It's 4:15 or something. I hope not later. I think it might be 4:20.
Did you sleep well, Marie?
That's a question you shouldn't ask today. No, I didn't sleep too much. I mean, I didn't sleep at all. I redid my copy last night.
Marie Vai, 21 years old, doesn't hide her stress. Today, she's participating in the renowned baking contest and aiming for the top spot. The test takes place at the Nantes Exhibition Center.
Hello.
After passing her baccalaureate at the age of 15 and a half and studying law for 2 years, Marie decided to take a baker's degree and decided to excel.
Let me ask you a question. You don't have a big bucket to fill our water for tradition.
Some tubs have arrived by now.
For this ever-anxious perfectionist, accepting our camera was very complicated.
You're going to stay here and in the cubicle. You're not going to talk to me during the test.
No, I'm not. Ladies and gentlemen, candidates, it's 5 o'clock and you can start work.
These are baker's hours for a competition that lasts 8 hours non-stop.
It's a mess.
The contest is a springboard for employment. The jury is made up of 6 professionals, 3 French workers, including the best. Of the 24,000 young apprentices in this sector, it's the elite who face off that day. 12 finalists out of 100 candidates.
I forget.
Facing Marie, Maxence Renard, 19 years old. For him, the path was clear. He was trained by his uncle, a baker.
That having a competition like that means you can go anywhere.
Or Guillaume Matou, the youngest in the competition. Only 17 years old.
Is it possible to obtain a few additional black plates, or is that not feasible? Okay, thanks.
Between stress, pressure, respecting the stopwatch, and running into accidents, the candidates are going to have to outdo themselves.
Don't rush, don't run. That's how you hurt yourself when you run.
At a time when the profession is struggling to recruit, 21,000 positions to be filled today in the bakery industry. These fervent youth are the future. They defend the nobility of a profession where you don't have to be afraid of getting up early. D-Day -9. Guillaume, the youngest of the candidates, sets off to rehearse under exam conditions. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
After that, it's a matter of rhythm, and then it's a matter of getting used to it. I'm motivated, passionate.
Guillaume has been training hard for 8 months. He is an apprentice in this artisan bakery, one of the 33,000 in France. He takes advantage of days when the bakery is closed to take exams.
First, I have to start kneading the croissant. Then, 15 minutes later, I have to start the artistic piece. After that, I have 45 minutes to detail, shape, and so on. Every 15 minutes, I have something to do.
Willing, courageous. Guillaume left school in the 8th grade, but went on to do a series of work placements in bakeries. After a vocational training certificate, he began another one. A vocation is born.
How does it feel to be the youngest in the competition?
It puts a bit of pressure on me. But afterwards, I'd like to say that if you train hard and give it your all, there's nothing impossible. I like the spirit of competition. I've been playing rugby for 11 years, and that's not what scares me.
At the competition, candidates are assessed on presentation and hygiene, but also on the creation of a pièce montée. This represents 30 points out of 200.
The structures are quite delicate, and you really have to be calm and shake as little as possible while standing up straight.
It's almost like goldsmithing. This artistic piece is not edible. It's dead dough, made from rye and syrup without yeast. It's used to make solid decorative shapes.
So here we have a wine glass, a barrel.
Pose theme, the candidates region. Guillaume shows Bordeaux, where he apprenticed for 2 years. End of training. His boss Julien and 2 of Guillaume's friends, apprentice bakers, come to check the papers.
How are things?
Fine, and you?
How did it go?
Yes, fine.
Well, that's good. Big positives there. Yeah, good.
How's it going? No, much better. The buns with the head aren't quite distinct enough from the body.
And there are a few puffy bursaries here. It's the slightly excessive fermentations. But the crown is not round enough. You can see the squares here. As a result, it lacks consistency.
Guillaume is in his first year of a vocational training certificate. For his training, he chose to join the Compagnons du Devoir. He is housed in this boarding school in Nantes. Approximately 110 youths dwell here. This association of craftsmen promotes mutual aid and the transmission of know-how, and still obeys rituals inherited from the Middle Ages, when the first journeyman communities appeared.
Good evening, Louis. To participate as a journeyman, it is required to wear closed shoes and pants without holes. Additionally, the polo shirt needs to be tucked into the pants with the collar closed. So we all have to be neatly dressed, even if we're just getting off work. I think it's a very good tradition. Yeah, it's a bit old school, but you soon get used to it.
In this refectory, with its Hogwarts atmosphere, Guillaume meets bricklayers, plumbers, and landscapers. All have their own little name.
Because there were all these folds. Would you like some water, Ile-de-France?
Champagne? Finished with the Vosgien potatoes? Vosgien, Champagne, Ile-de-France, Languedoc, Normandie. I don't know them all.
They call each other by our provincial names. What's your name?
Here, Norman, because I'm from Normandy.
Basically, in the old days, it was so that our companions wouldn't be wanted by the police, so they called themselves by provincial names. That way, the gendarmerie couldn't find them.
Why were they wanted by the police?
Because they created an association, and associations weren't recognized at the time.
Every year, the Compagnons du Devoir train 10,000 young people throughout France. Once they've graduated, everyone finds a job. Training is free. Apprentices pay 650 euros a month for room and board. Guillaume combines a day's work with evening classes. Hello. French, English, and maths that day from 8 to 10.
Well, it's a bit of a rhythm to get into, but it's okay. Often you go to your room at night, watch a series until midnight, then forget to watch a series. So you go to class and then you're there to learn. So that's the way it is. You have to get used to it. I chose to stay with the companions, so I agreed to go to evening classes.
What's the point of doing squared equations?
As a baker, do I have to answer honestly? Nothing. Even if he doesn't necessarily need maths in his job, he's obliged to follow general education to have a certain level. Because he'll always need it. No matter what he wants to do next, set up his own business or whatever. He'll need management, he'll need mathematics in itself. So it'll come in handy. At the end of the day.
Tomorrow morning, Guillaume will get up again at 5 o'clock to take his 10th mock exam. Competition in a week. Maxence takes a break between 2 training sessions.
How's everything going, little wolves? Perfect.
At 19, this hyperactive St. Lo native seems very sure of himself.
Yeah, perfect. I've got it under control, I swear. It's all good, I swear. Even the last exam,
It gives you confidence.
Guy, I did something crazy. I finished 40 minutes before the 8-hour timer. I did 8 hours, I finished 40 minutes early.
Maxence is the only one in his gang who doesn't go to university.
I woke up at 2:30 the night before. I worked 24 hours. I went to math college. So did I. I went to physics college. I'm at the university in Caen, in business. I never really enjoyed attending school. And then, All of a sudden, I got into it. And then I exploded, let's say, in quotation marks. I exploded.
Maxence fell into flour as a child. First pizza at the age of 5. First Paris Brest at 14. He started taking caps in pastry and chocolate making at 15, then shifted to baking. A competition beast. In just 1 year, he won the departmental and regional gold medal for Best Apprentice. And Maxence has a lot to live up to. A grandfather and uncle who are bakers, a cousin who makes chocolates, and a restaurateur father. His father, Alexandre, couldn't see him choosing any other path.
We've been restaurateurs since we were kids. The culinary professions are ours. He's wanted to do it since he was a kid, but originally he wanted to be a chef. It's funny, it's in the genes, I don't know.
It just comes, in fact, from seeing every day. And then, no, it just comes. And then, by dint of practicing that, and at some point you say to yourself, you can make a living out of it. And then when it comes by itself. And then after that, it's off on a long, long, long journey for a long, long time.
To prepare him for the competition, his parents sent him 1,000 kilometers from his native Normandy near Perpignan. In an old convent converted into a bakery and run by his uncle Henry.
Hello. Are you okay? I'm fine. Did you sleep? Yeah, fine. Always do. Feeling good? Good. Come on, come on, come on. Fit, ready to go. All right, let's do this for 8 hours.
A luxury coach. Henri Poch is Emhoff, best worker in France. The crème de la crème of bakers.
No, it's quite a short ferment because of the competition. So you add a little sauvignon to make up for a lightness in your product.
Maxence did a year's apprenticeship here. For the past 2 weeks, he's been rehearsing every day for the MAV with Uncle Moff.
Make me something fine. The last ones weren't very fine.
Intensive training also with Quentin, his cousin, Henry's son, also a baker. In this dynasty of culinary professions, the title of Best Apprentice in France is like a family obligation.
How's it going? Yeah, a little, yeah. A bit, a lot even. In the beginning, it's a bit of a drag. Let's face it. At first, it's months later, at some point, after a lot of let them say it. But after a while, it's okay. It doesn't go away. And then
it motivates me to have it.
Pressure, but also ambition. Maxence intends to devour everything in the business.
Right now, I've got my 3 caps, which I need. After that, I'll carry on. After that, I'll go on to BTM, BP, and BM. I couldn't pass the MUF, as you mentioned earlier. Sometimes it works. Yeah, it's a dream. I couldn't get past the World Championship. Bakery, pastry, chocolate, too. I want to be really high level.
But before we get too close to the top, back to the day's trials, which were inconclusive. Uncle's verdict is rather harsh.
I need to...
This won't come off yet.
And you put it warm. I've never warmed pasta before. That's not good. Ah, that's rotten. He's not having a good time with you.
Yeah, that's normal.
I won't inform him that it's beneficial as it's actually unfavorable. It's not right. He's made mistakes. He's got 2 training sessions left, so it's true that he's going to correct all that. Yeah, you hear right. He's got to...
Yeah, they don't have time for that now.
The competition? There's another candidate who didn't inherit the bakery. But there were other facilities. Marie Weil, 21 years old, was a precocious child. Baccalaureate with honors at 15 and a half, 2 years of law studies, a remarkable career in the race to become France's best apprentice.
There are quite a few, in fact, but this one is good. It must be well annotated, too, with all my index cards. There are histories of institutions as well as private law and constitutional law. I still sometimes dive in.
Marie dreamed of being an examining magistrate, but she's a natural worrier. Exams at university used to panic her, so she radically changed direction.
The more stressed I was about finals, the more I cooked. And there came a point, in fact, when I was far too stressed to make any headway to be productive. So I turned to pastry making because I used to make a lot of cakes when I was stressed and so on. I liked it and entered 2 competitions. It worked out well, and one thing led to another, and I ended up in the bakery, and then the bakery, it was perfect. Frankly, I never thought I'd stay in the bakery, and now I can't see myself going back into pastry making.
Unlike Maxence, Marie is sorely lacking in self-confidence.
It's still too small.
She too rehearses in the bakery where she's an apprentice on a Bakey Pro. She earns €1,000 net per month. But Marie is eternally dissatisfied. An ultra-perfectionist.
There's a discrepancy in the sheets that I don't like at all. They're horrible. No, well, you don't have to show them for that.
You can tell it's light.
This one is ugly. I can't avoid that. How much is this worth? This is better.
For me, it's golden. Then you can see.
For what?
To prepare for the competition, Quentin, her boss, provides her with the raw materials and lends her his professional equipment. But above all, he coaches her and tries to reassure her.
You have to work on the baking a little more, perhaps. In fact, you see it's really shining. Her strength is that she masters all the products, even if there's still room for improvement, but it's all down to details. We quibble about the straightness of the line, but that's also what makes the difference on the day of a contest. It's the details. After that, her weaknesses are perhaps being a little overwhelmed by stress.
I know that's really my weak point in the sense that I'm quite manic in my day-to-day life, but really very square, etc. But as soon as I'm stressed, I can get really messy, even though it's not my first nature at all. It's not as dry as it was at the beginning, the first ones. It's less dry than at the beginning, and it's softer. Well, that's the point. You can eat it.
I'll take some home then.
Yes.
Behind her smile, Leia, Quentin's wife Marie's boss, is worried about her apprentice.
Marie can't handle her stress. She can't handle it at all. Marie, she's a ticking time bomb. You have to... Don't let her crack. If she does, it's no good. But you can't leave her alone. Because if she doesn't win, I think she'll be picked up with a spoon.
Her bosses will visit her at the contest, but in secret. Marie has forbidden them to come so as not to be distracted.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
A rule she also imposed on her mother.
You're going to the competition.
Yes, that was our argument 3 days ago, so I'd really like to go. Marie doesn't want to at the moment.
I don't want to deal with her stress. I'm stressed out enough as it is. And then, I don't know. In fact, she doesn't put any pressure on me at all, but it would put extra pressure on me to know that she's watching me.
So yeah. She's not easy to change your mind.
Tenacious and stubborn.
Yeah.
I have a horrible temper.
Marie's conversion to baking.
I hope it's hot.
It wasn't a surprise to Celine, her mom and teacher. Marie has always been restless, afraid of getting bored.
In class, she wanted to be there first?
So she wasn't the first, but she was demanding, and she had to be fed. She had to be fed, above all. She had to be fed. You always had to have something new. Yes, I had her in class, and I can assure you that it was painful at the end of the year because she was galloping and it was a real problem. She was galloping and it was hard. It was hard for me as a mother and teacher, and that's that.
It's D-Day. 8 hours of competition begin.
Gentlemen, Group 2 candidates, it's 5:44. You may begin.
The 12 candidates for the title of France's best apprentice bakers are divided between 3 laboratories. They start every 3/4 of an hour in staggered order to avoid jostling at the oven. Marie is in Group 1, already panicking by an initial technical incident.
Excuse me, would it be possible to have a little help?
It's very simple, but I can't get the hook on the drum.
Thanks for your help. Baking isn't ready. I'd have to cancel in half an hour. I'm not sure that there are any products that can go off in half an hour, so we'll see.
Backstage, Maxence bides his time. The Moffet's grandnephew is in the group that goes last. More confident than ever.
I'm stressed. Oh, no, it's true. Besides, it's not bullshit. No, I'm not stressed. Normally, I just wait for the start time and then go. No, there's no point in stressing. But normally, there's no danger of me that I won't make it.
Group 3, it's 6:30. You can start your working day.
Guillaume, on the other hand, has already been at work for 45 minutes.
I have to launch the frame. 8:15, okay. Shit.
The Benjamin of the competition, companion of duty, is already in trouble. He's fallen behind despite his flowchart and numerous real-time rehearsals.
We don't know the location and it's really difficult to adapt.
Parents got up at 4 in the morning to accompany him. Stephanie is a care assistant, Alain a professional fireman, and a fervent supporter of their son.
He's going to do it, he's prepared, and then he'll take part in a competition. He'll give it his best shot, and then the result will be there. That's what they say. He'll do it. It's going to do it. Personally, psychologically, and then... He's put in a lot of effort, so he needs to reward himself a little too, so that's good.
Stressed but confident. With the hours of training he's done and all, there's no reason for him to fail, but stressed.
For Marie...
Slowly.
...is the most delicate part of the competition. The assembly of the artistic piece, a Norman Draca, in homage to her native region. Like a prayer to the Virgin Mary, Marie implores her bread dough.
Come on, glue.
The ship's sail is also made of bread dough, a technical feat.
I beg.
And then you put your number on it.
Marie seems to have managed her stress. Maxence, against all odds, seems more feverish.
Have you finished with the oven? Oh, you've still got more rugs to put in. Do you?
The young man complains about the traffic jam in the kitchen.
I finished at 2:30. I've got an hour and a half left. I haven't baked any bread. I've got nothing. And the organization's shit, too. Not happy. For a first competition? No, not really.
Maxence was used to the luxurious conditions in Uncle Henry's lab. Uncle Moff has come all the way from Perpignan to support him. He was reunited with an old friend, Pascal Teper, also a Moff, one of the members of the jury.
Ladies and gentlemen, Group 1 candidates, you have 1 hour left to work.
The hours fly by, and 7-year-old Guillaume starts to lose his footing, beaten by the clock.
It's so fucking cold.
He is 30 minutes late and not happy with what he's done.
It's starting to piss me off. It takes me 3 fucking hours.
It doesn't cook because it's crap.
We're going to start again.
It smells like shit. It's okay, sorry about that.
Are you thinking about your bread?
So now you're over time.
It's not a problem, I'm just saying easy, easy, easy. Ah, you're going too fast.
Guillaume is on the verge of giving up.
Hey, Guillaume.
But supported by his family and buddies, compagnon du devoir.
Go for it, Normandy. Come on, Guillaume. We're going to finish.
A matter of Baker's honor. Guillaume finally finishes 45 minutes late. It's not eliminatory, but not keeping to the time will cost him a lot of points. Maxence and Marie finish on time.
I'm not trying hard, just writing it.
Now it's time for the jury parade and annotations. Despite his tardiness, Guillaume is seductive with his production.
His viennoiserie isn't ugly, it's beautiful. You'll see croissants like this, petits pains au chocolat in every store, in every bakery like this. It wouldn't be bad. I don't even know if 17 years ago I was doing this.
The jury notes the appearance, but also, of course, taste. Pascal, the moth juror, may be friends with Uncle Henri. Maxence doesn't get any special treatment.
For the viennoiserie, compared to the other candidates, there's a lack of mastery. It's not regular, it's not, that's it. The brioche is the same thing. It's heavy, it's compact. Afterwards, the piece is very beautiful, the buns are good. There are lots of little imperfections compared to some. He's underneath.
Marie's products, on the other hand, are eye-catching. That other one, the jury.
Something like this on a table, you can already taste it with your eyes. The peaks of the croissants, all very regular and very, very fine. For me, in viennoiserie, aesthetics and technique, we're at 9 out of 10.
The jury will now retire to deliberate. In the stands, families and trainers are worried. Only those candidates who score 18 out of 20 will be awarded the title of MAF.
The brioche, there was a problem with the kneading of the brioche. The last training he did was good, it passed, and here there are a few little details. That mean he won't reach 18? It's complicated.
It's complicated. But he's finished. He's done it, so we'll keep hoping.
Surprise for Marie. Her bosses, who were forbidden to come, are there.
All we can do now is wait. She's finally happy to see you. I think she was surprised.
Is happy.
Psychologically, it can be demeaning to lose. It's a failure when you don't win. It's part of the... But hey, Marie, maybe it'll be easy too. Yes, we're here. We're here to support her.
I wasn't expecting this. He told me there were too many roads. I told them there was too much road, and in the end, they told me it was pretty true. And when I turned my head, I saw their faces. And then I was rather surprised.
It's verdict time. On average, 40% of the applicants win the title. But some years, there are no winners at all.
Right? I think I've got it, don't you? I don't know. Mademoiselle Élise Arnaud.
The ordeal will last a minute. No classification.
Raphaël Onomine.
The winners are announced in alphabetical order. Guillaume and Maxence will not be called.
Marie Vaille. And that's it. With creation.
Marie wins the coveted title, and a smile at last.
Congratulations to all the candidates. Thank you, everyone.
You tag at the end. Ooh, she tags at the end. You're used to it, aren't you?
Are you all right, Marie? We're fine. Well, it's all right. It goes. And you?
Yes, I've got it.
Her first phone call was to her mother, who had respected the interdiction to come. On arrival, 6 winners out of 12 candidates, including 5 girls. A result that reflects the feminization of the profession in recent years. With 30% of apprentices, female apprentices,